Welcome to the Mastery Podcast. Today I am joined with a very special guest, and he is my own professor. This is Professor João Ruffo. Professor, welcome.
Thank you very much.
To the Mastery Podcast. It's great to have you here. And we've just finished a class. Great class, by the way. You can tell by my red face, it was a great class. We had lots of fun, lots of lessons learned. So those of us who haven't had the privilege to meet you, could you just give us just a brief background on your Jiu-Jitsu experience? How old were you when you started? And what inspired you to get started?
Cool. So firstly, I want to say thank you for inviting me for your podcast. Yeah, a long time that we're trying to have this conversation. And yeah, it's good that we are here on our second home, right? So I always said that the mat here that we can every day is our second home, right? And yeah, talking a little bit about my jiu-jitsu journey. I start my jiu-jitsu in my hometown, right? They call Angra. It's like 2 hours from the city of Rio de Janeiro, but still on a Rio state, because you have a Rio de Janeiro state and the city, still on a Rio de Janeiro state. That where I was born. And I started when I was like 16, 17. I just complete 17 years old. And when Gracie Barra opened in Angra, right, in this town, and I was the student number 1 to register, because I remember when I watching Rickson Gracie, Renzo Gracie fighting, I always want to start jiu-jitsu, but there's no jiu-jitsu in my city. I have 1 or 2, but small teams, right? And so I want to train in Gracie Barra. And then I opened a Gracie Barra with my dear Professor João Panayotis. So, and then I start, right? I start with the 4 friends that we studying together, and then we always start on the same day. And since we just start like loving and training every day. And training. So when I complete 18 years old, I received my blue belt from Professor Carlos Gracie Jr. Because it's on 2 hours from Rio, so like every month we go for Rio to training on the Gracie Barra headquarters, right? The first Gracie Barra in Barra da Tijuca in Rio. And then I received my blue belt. After this, I traveled to New Zealand, so I have a good experience in New Zealand, living in New Zealand during 1 year when I was 18. And then I back to Brazil, this time to start my uni and living in Rio, the city, right? And then I started training on Gracie Barra as well in Ipanema. Ipanema is a famous neighborhood in Rio. Then I started Gracie Barra, and then I started on my journey, go for the comps. I fight in many comps when I have my blue belt. I spent 5 years on the blue belt. Like before, we don't have stripes on the belt, right? Years ago, and then we just training hard every day. It was really good times for me. Yeah, I'm training with my professor Marcelo Yogui, Alexandre Café, and when in 2011, 2012, I live in Canada as well, so I have a good time in Canada. And when I back, I changed it for Barra da Tijuca, right? It's a bit, Rio de Janeiro is really big city, so Ipanema is a bit far from Barra. And I work in Barra as well, so I start training in Gracie Barra Recreio with my Professor Guilherme Lunes, where he gave me my brown belt. And in 2019, I decided to move to Australia, so I lived 2 years in Adelaide, South Australia. There's no Gracie Barra in Adelaide, so I buy some matches and put on my garage and training with my friends. 2 years, I stayed 2 years in Adelaide, and then I come to Gold Coast for visiting Gold Coast, and then my professor Pedro invited me to come live in Gold Coast, teaching Jiu-Jitsu. That was my dream since I moved to Australia. And now I'm here, living the dream, you know. I say that, living the dream. So 2 years in Gold Coast. A year ago, I received my black belt from my professor, Pedro, from Gracie Barra Burley Heads. And now we are here, in Gracie Barra Broad Beach, growing the team. Yeah.
The dream team.
Yeah, this is a bit of my journey, I'm really happy to have you here as well, Chad, right? Training and helping, growing, especially with the girls team. Thank you.
No, thank you. Now, you sound like you've done so many traveling. You've been Canada to New Zealand to everywhere around the world, so lots of traveling. Now, because sometimes when people travel so often, they might lose interest, they might lose motivation. What kept you coming back to the mat? What helped you get inspired? What was it that kept you coming back, keep training? You know, there wasn't a Gracie Barra in South Australia. You said you put the mats out into your garage, but you kept training. That's dedication, that's commitment. So what was it about that wanted you to keep coming back?
I think it's passion, right? Passion. I always like to say that Jiu-Jitsu, it's a sport, but it's a way of life, you know. So Jiu-Jitsu is help you to keep you healthy, you know what I mean? So it's not only come here, training 1 hour and then go home. Nah, it's everything, right, around Jiu-Jitsu. You need to eat well, right? If you smoke, you quit smoke, you drink less, you know, so it's everything around Jiu-Jitsu. So I always, since I started Jiu-Jitsu, watching some friends, right? I have some friends that quit Jiu-Jitsu, right? And it doesn't have a good health, you know? So Jiu-Jitsu brings me a good health for my life, right? So I try to eat well, you know, have a good sleeping, and everything that's around Jiu-Jitsu has helped me to keep it. And the brotherhood as well, really strong. Right? I have many good friends, dear friends around the world, right? My professor, my friends. So if I travel around, I have a good friends in any part of the world that I know that I can count. And be part of a good team of Gracie Barra. Again, I travel around and I always have one mat to training, you know, and good friends. So I think that just keep me motivated, right?
Yeah. I think you're spot on, that brotherhood, the sisterhood. You can't find it anywhere in the world other than Jiu-Jitsu. I know when I first stepped foot in here, I come from another club myself. I was very nervous. I was anxious, you know, being the only girl, purple belt. They're like, oh my God. But you were all so welcoming. And I was like, you know, and it just melts my heart. Now, you know, my daughter's here and she says same thing. Oh my God, everyone's so friendly, everyone's so welcoming. So it's you know, it's truly beautiful.
Yeah, one day I heard someone talking that if you're looking for some Jiu-Jitsu fight, it's hard for you to start Jiu-Jitsu. You need to come, you know, have a trial class. After the trial classes, you feel really good, like endorphin, adrenaline, so talk to each other, you know, everyone's really welcome. When you hear people trying to kill you, smashing you, but after the rope, you shake your hands, thank you very much for your training, so, you know, and you go out, you know.
Yeah.
This is
the
amazing.
Camaraderie is second to none.
This is the word. Yeah.
Second to none. You said it's a way of life. You know, Jiu-Jitsu is a way of life. So what ways has, other than what you've mentioned in terms of your health, healthy eating, creating great habits, what other ways has Jiu-Jitsu helped you in your personal life or your professional life?
I think Jiu-Jitsu helped me to keep me focused as well. So I remember when I was a teenager, like 14, 15 years old. I'm not a good student in my school, right? High school, I remember. And since I started Jiu-Jitsu, and after the Jiu-Jitsu I started my uni, I changed like 100%, you know, so I focused on my study, so this helped me a lot, keep me calm and concentrate, so passing days as well. I remember in my school, I'm a very energetic kid, you know, fighting sometimes on a school. And again, since I started jiu-jitsu, start fighting here on the mat, I bring the calm to my life, you know. So in every single situation, I keep calm and try to thinking about it, what I can do, and then resolve the problem, right? So it's the same here. If you're on the bottom, someone mount, if you go like crazy, you get tired, probably you're gonna tap, no? So you keep calm, breathe, think what you're gonna do, and then you can try to escape for this situation. Yeah, so yeah, I always try to keep calm in all my life in every situation. Even if I have a really bad day, keep calm and try to, you know.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Why does something so, like some people call it, oh, it's very aggressive, it's very, very full on. How does something so aggressive then outside of the mat keep you calm? Why do you think that is?
It's hard to.
Because I relate to that. I can completely relate to it. Is it because we just release energy out on the mats? I'm thinking maybe because it's a release of energy, and so when you're off the mats, you're a lot more calmer. I don't know. Is it the practice that we do on the mats where we practice breathing? Is it the awareness, the the spatial awareness?
I don't know. It's a good question. When you start jiu-jitsu,
and the answer might be different for everybody.
Yeah. But like when you start jiu-jitsu, have zero technique. So firstly, you have to be humble, right? To learn, you know, you never stop learning. You learn. So if you try and go like crazy and have a big ego, probably you're gonna quit. You know, because you know the first 6 months, 1 year, you just tap, right? Think, oh, what I'm doing here, right? So yeah. Keep humble, and then you start growing slowly, you learn some techniques. So okay, now I can do something. But yeah, not only when you start, right? You need to like know that you're gonna learn every day, right? You never stop learning. This is amazing jiu-jitsu. You never stop learning. You can have 30, 40 years at the black belt. You're gonna learn something this month. You know, this is amazing. Right, I learn something like every day with my students or training, visit some other gyms. You know, this is amazing. Yeah,
I agree.
So this helps you to keep motivated as well, right? So even if you're like world champion, then like you go somewhere, someone gonna make you tap. You know, this is good. And then you ask it, oh, how you do this? Can you teach me? And then you learn something again. And again, this is unbelievable, right? You never stop learning.
Yeah, agreed. And you deal with defeat much easier. What I found, you know, say something like you're going looking for a job and you say you get knocked back. Sorry, you weren't qualified enough. Oh, that's okay. For me, what I've noticed is you deal with defeat much better. You know, I found that, you know, sometimes with my clients, I'm dealing with some challenging clients, and I don't take it personal. You know, sometimes it's not personal. It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
You know, it's something, and I find that now I'm learning that if I get choked by a white belt or whatever,
no ego.
It's fine. Good, well done.
Yeah.
So I get that. What's been the most challenging part of jiu-jitsu for you?
The most challenging part of jiu-jitsu, when you start jiu-jitsu, right? As I said, the first 6 months you are as a white belt, just come here and smash. This is it's not easy, you know. It's not easy, but this is. You're gonna separate as well if you're passionate for jiu-jitsu or if you're gonna quit. So once you start your journey and then you're passionate, you accept this that again, every belt you're gonna come here, someone gonna make a tap, right? So this is challenge, right? So I remember my mom said, "Oh, you go to jiu-jitsu again, get smashed." And I said, "Yeah, mom." Yeah, I want to learn, you know, self-defense. I want to make new friends, you know. So yeah, now I have a amazing And now that I'm here teaching, what is really, really happy for me is change the other people's lives. No, this is amazing for me. Like every month, some student come and have a conversation with me. Say, "Oh, thank you very much, Professor. Now my life is better. This is this. I never feel so healthy in my life than before. You know, now I'm calm with my family. You know, so yeah, this is really help. Really, I feel really happy when this is happen, and it's funny how you feel happy see other friends be graduate as well. This is amazing, right? Of course, you feel happy if your promotion, but you feel really happy. You see the progression of your friends. You know that you help your friends to grow in jiu-jitsu. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And I've been fortunate to witness a couple of our training partners get their black belt. And it is a very emotional moment, you know. It's like, my gosh, all those years and commitment and dedication and just
years of years.
And turning up and just turning up.
Dedication, yes.
You know, and you know, you get up early in the morning, you come here, you know, a couple of days a week and night, stay back at night, you know, answer questions and I get it. It's Can you remember a highlight of your career leading up towards your black belt? Can you recall a time where you?
My journey for the black belt was a big journey, right? Because as like in Brazil, we don't have good opportunity if you go on jiu-jitsu, you know. So and we have the pressure of society, mom and dad, or need. Go for the uni, right? Have a good job, and then I did this, right? And then I have jiu-jitsu as a second plan, but I keep coming to jiu-jitsu. Have my uni, focus my uni, start working, but I work 8, 9, 10 times, 10 hours per day, and then I have time for jiu-jitsu, right? Even if 1 hour, jiu-jitsu every day. So I remember this a lot when I started in a big company in Rio, and I had to focus on my job and working like hard, stressful work. And I remember when I arrived on the match, all the problems, all the stress out the match, and then I'm here with my friends training. So I work all day, like really, really tired. I remember I put on my gi. When I open my door at home, I have my gi on a chair in front of me to have my gi and go to the gym. Because if I sit on a couch, I'm not going today. You know, and when we pass like 15, 20 minutes, you feel really bad that you're here not on the gym training. You know, so I have this. I remember I put my gi just in front of the door, so I open the door, bring my gi, and I go, right? Even if I have a really bad day or a really stressful day, I'm tired, and I come to the gym, first row, and I feel good already. Yeah. I just need one row to back the endorphin, you know, adrenaline, and I feel really, really good. After 1 hour of rolling, take a shower and go home, feel really, really good. Ready for the next day. Yeah. So yeah, I remember like I spent like maybe 5 or 6 years, doing this, like working hard in Brazil, pressure, stress, but I have time for jiu-jitsu every. And my professor always said, you need to go to the gym as well, you know, to work on your muscles. I say, Professor, I don't have time for both. Or I go to the gym, or I go to the jiu-jitsu. So I always choose jiu-jitsu because it's fun. I hate to go to the gym. You know.
Yeah, I'm the same. I agree. But also very important.
Very important. Very important to avoid the injuries. Very important to keep you healthy as well, you know. So when I was like 20, looking for that. So my professor talked to me every time. This is important, and I always like to go to the competitions, right? Said if you go on a comp, you need to go to the gym as well. And now I understand what you're talking about.
You know, as you know, I had a couple of years off the mats due to life. Life happens, and I noticed. I'm thinking, my body doesn't move like it used to move. And I started to think, when was a time when I had really good mobility, really good able to move, and really good flexibility? And of course, it was when I was training on the mats.
Yes.
I'm like, you know, and as you get older, and I don't want to disclose my age, I'm 44 years of age, thank you very much. But as you get older, it gets much harder, So I decided, that's when I went, okay, you know what? I think it's time to go back. I've spent all those years committing to it. It'd be a shame to just throw it in completely. Let's go back. And since I've started, honestly, it took me a couple of months, but I feel so much better. So much better.
Yeah, exactly. So when you already you already started jiu-jitsu, so you have like color belt, blue belt, purple belt, and you stop for a while. To restart, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. I know, and like I'm really proud of you. Like you can restart, you know, your journey back, because you're a color belt. Come on, there's a new color belt in the gym. So I know that like the first week, you know, you're gonna move your body back to training jiu-jitsu, right? So I always said for the GB1 class here for the beginners, you're gonna work with some muscle that you never worked before, right? So you're gonna feel pain on all your body, right? But it's normal. Like after 3 or 4 weeks, you're ready. You know, you're back. You know that you're back.
Yeah.
You know?
You just gotta turn up.
Yeah, and then consistency. Consistency. This is the word.
Yes.
Consistency.
Key. That's key. Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering whether you have a story like this. So many years ago, I went roller skating with my daughter. I said, "Come on, we're going to go roller skating." We held hands. We're just going to go down this little slope.
Yeah.
Only a little slope. And of course, my daughter thought, you know, that's crazy, Mum. That's a dumb idea. Blah blah blah. I'm like, come on, trust me. It's going to be so much fun. We held hands on roller skates. We went down the hill, and of course, I had to let her go because my skates picked up speed, momentum. I couldn't stop. Oh my God. I had to lower my daughter down. And then I'm going down.
She's stopping.
I had to lower her down to the ground because she was dragging behind me.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm panicking. I can't stop. I don't know what to do. And then I found a rubbish bin on the side, and they had a silver handle. So I grabbed hold of the handle.
Strong grip.
A strong grip. I spun around 360 degrees. I brake fall, and I got up, like combat stance. Ready. And
Technical lift.
Shivers. What the hell happened then? Like, it just, all those years. Automatic brake falling, getting it back. This is with roller skates.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm just like, oh my God, it paid dividends, you know? It, like the value of all those brake falls, the many, many drills, and paid dividends.
Yeah. So this is something as well that my first professor always told to me. I remember sometimes we spend like half an hour, 1 hour, repeat the same technique. Same technique, go again. I said, Professor, it's so boring again. Yeah, go again. And some students just sometimes, especially the beginners, talk to me, Professor, you teach me, like last week, I forgot everything already. And I always say, practice. Yeah. You know, this is other good word as well, right? Yeah. Practice again and again and again and again. The more you practice, go automatic on your brain, and then when you see, you just do it. Say, oh my God, that's it. You know, so you don't have to think in what you're gonna do. You know, you just go automatic. If someone have a grip here, right, you try to break the grip, right? So before when you start, you think, oh, what I'm gonna do with this hand here? The more you practice, the more you go automatic on your brain, and then your jiu-jitsu just go.
Yeah. Can you recall a moment in your life where you had to call upon your skills that you learned from jiu-jitsu?
Like my personal life?
Yeah, personal, professional.
I use a lot of jiu-jitsu in my professional life. Always when I have a like big meeting with the CEOs, you know. And I use it again. I use it, the thing that I told you before, to keep calm. You know, so jiu-jitsu helped me a lot to keep me calm, right? As I said, I was like really crazy kid before, and really talkative, right? Like but you need to know the right moment, you know, to talk, right? Especially when you go in a big company, you're gonna have this meeting with CEO, CFO, and if you say something that they don't like, you say, what are you talking about? So thinking before, and then you say the right moment, you know.
Timing.
Timing.
Got it. Now, because I know there's some people out there that don't feel so inspired or motivated, and especially women. There are some women who have expressed to me interest in doing self-defense, but, you know, they don't feel comfortable. Or what are some advice you could give, or what are some things you can say to these people who might not feel inspired or motivated? What are some tips that perhaps that you might have that you can give?
Come and try the trial class, right? Because as I said, if you just come here and look in the class, you don't want to come in. So just come on the match. Just one class.
Yeah.
One class is enough to open your heart, you know, and start the passion of your jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah. Especially the adults. Kids are a bit different, right? We have many kids here, just kids looking, I want to come, you know, because we have some games with the kids as well. So kids love just watching, but adults no. Sometimes they feel intimidated, especially the girls, because like 80%, 85%, you know, more male. But I have a good girls team here as well. Come for trial, right? 1 hour on the match, right? I think it's enough for me to pass my passion for jiu-jitsu. And you're gonna feel really good, you know, after the specific training that we have here. You feel really good, right? Even if you cannot do the techniques, but you feel good.
You do. There's this feeling that I felt, and it doesn't come off often, but after training I walk out, I'm like, there's this empowering feeling. Like I feel strong, I feel confident.
The more you're training, like sometimes you're really tired, you're exhausted on the wall here. I go home and someone just invited you to roll. Oh no, I don't want to go. If you go, you're gonna feel better after this roll.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if the roll was good or bad for you, you're gonna feel good, right? Because as we always said as well, if you go on a roll, right, and you tap, you learn more than the other one, you know.
I like that.
So you learn or you learn. You win or you learn.
I like
You always
that.
learn. No?
No losing.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah. You have to keep this on your mind.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. What's the best thing about jiu-jitsu? And I think I already know the answer to this because I think you've seen it on the faces of the kids' faces.
Oh, I love kids class. I love the kids class.
I can see that. I can tell that.
I love to see the kids grow, you know, since we have the little champions one here, 4, 5, 6 years old. And now we have teens as well, 15. Like, it's amazing seeing the kids, like, growing, confident, right? Some kids just walking here, you cannot look in your eyes, you know? So after, like, 1 or 2 months, they already start looking you.
Wow.
You know? Just, it's like, unbelievable. You see the kids like just doing this, you know, maybe it's offered bullying in school, right? You have the anti-bullying class here as well. So yeah, our kids curriculum is amazing. So I love teaching kids as well. You know, kids are so lovely. Yeah.
And you see them, they have so much fun. You play games, and you integrate games and discipline and jiu-jitsu all into one. It's beautiful.
Discipline, this is a good word as well. And I always talk to the parents that the first thing that I teach here is discipline. And then I teach jiu-jitsu. You know, if sometimes have a parent here, I want my son learn jiu-jitsu to go on a comp and win gold medal and blah blah. Okay, but they have a good discipline, you know. So I want a good kids here, no. And then after years, be a good father, a good mom, you know, a good good human. You know
So
what I mean?
important.
Yeah.
I love it. Has there been an unforgettable moment on your journey that you can recall?
Unforgettable moment.
Too many?
My black belt. My black belt was, yeah.
What
'cause
was that like?
since we started jiu-jitsu, like every belt is really, really important, right? But, you know, it's more than one uni. You know, you spend 4 or 5 years in a uni, you know, to be a black belt. It's a long, long time. And like, you put a lot of effort here, you know. As I said, there have days and days. Some days you're not good, you come here. Injuries, oh my God. Yeah. Foot, knee, fingers, you know, wrist, elbow, shoulder, and you're here again, and you're here again, and you're here again, right? And then when you receive your black belt, you see, oh, you know. And I remember when I had my black belt, I spent like 1 or 2 minutes when my professor put my black belt, passion a movie on my brain, you know, with all my journey since I start, you know, all my professors. So yeah, it was amazing. It was really, really good.
Can
really
you
good.
describe that feeling?
I don't know. I just like start crying. Say, oh my God! I just start crying. In my mind, say, oh, I'm not gonna cry. And when he called my name, I couldn't. I just start. Yeah, like it's a really, really good feel.
What
You
a
know,
beautiful.
yeah.
I can just imagine that. It's so
And after the
beautiful.
black belt, start a new journey as well. You know, because as I said, you never stop learning, right? So since I moved to Australia, I focus on the school, right? My students, right? No more like athlete before, right? I fighting on a comp. I still fighting, but my focus now is on my students, right? So if my students happy and have a good performance on a comp, I have a good performance as well. You know? So I feel that I'm part of this. So yeah, I have my 100% focus on my students now, on a school here. Yeah, that keep me passion for jiu-jitsu.
So
know,
beautiful.
yeah.
You mentioned comp. Now, what is the mindset of a person who's about to compete?
For the first time,
For the
like
first
the
time.
first time, I always like to say to my students, just go. You know, because of course if you go on a comp, it's a bit different from here because you have a lot of pressure and I feel really nervous, right? But you can have this for your personal life as well, you know. When you feel really nervous, to keep calm and just go. People come here and train. You training here every day. You have comp class here. Everyone training hard. When you go on a comp, okay, it's a bit different. But if you can keep calm, right, you're gonna good performance. If you feel really nervous, so probably, you know, you're gonna forget. This happen a lot. Oh, professor, I'm feeling nervous that I forgot the technique. You know, this happen all the time.
All the
You know,
time.
say no, keep calm. That you're not gonna forget, and do your game, right? Do your game. You're doing here every day,
Yeah.
right? Some people that feel really nervous. Oh, I'm not going to do my game. I'm waiting for my opponent doing something. Oh, you always defending. So as soon as the referee say combat, you go. You need to go and do your game, right? And then you attack your opponent, go to defend.
Do you have a strategy to keep yourself calm and just go?
I like to listen music.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, listen music.
Classical music?
Actually, I keep calm, but I have a good warm up. I always like to start fighting on fire.
Okay.
You know, because you know, like when you're training here, your first roll, you know, the second roll you're ready, boom, right? So I like to have a good warm up. So I'm watching some music, funk. Recall, it's from my city, right? From Rio. They start this kind of music in the favelas. So you have a good beat, you know, so it helped me to warm up really fast. So I love to listen funk.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's helped me.
Beautiful, beautiful. On that note, I'm going to go through some fast facts. So fast facts, sharp questions about, some fun facts about you that we don't know about. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. So the first fun fact is favorite movie.
My favorite movie, I like the Last of Mohicans. You know this movie?
Oh, yeah.
The Mohicans, yeah. I like these war movies and back in the past, yeah.
Got it. Favorite quote?
Favorite quote? I like to say the one that Professor Carlos Gracie Jr. Said, and he created a slogan for us: "The Jiu-Jitsu is for everyone." I really believe that Jiu-Jitsu is for everyone. Maybe compete is not for everyone, right? But the Jiu-Jitsu have the opportunity to learn a self-defense. It's for everyone, right? So it doesn't matter if you're big, small, it doesn't matter. You can come here and learn Jiu-Jitsu. So Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
Favorite food?
Açaí. I love açaí. So I usually to eat açaí almost every day after training. I love açaí.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What was the one I was going to question? Okay, so the zombie apocalypse is coming. Okay, the zombie apocalypse is coming. Okay, so you need to get ready. You need to grab some things, maybe 3 things. You can only grab 3 things. They're coming to get us. What are those 3 things that you will take with you?
3 things. So I go in a bunker, grab a mat, gi, and my belt. Keep training.
I love it. Now, do you have any final sort of words of wisdom that you wish to share with anybody? It might be somebody who might be sitting on the fence who's not sure about joining, or it might be someone who has lost some motivation or inspiration. Is there something you wish to say?
If you want to start your Jiu-Jitsu journey, just go. Go for the trial. Probably have a good Jiu-Jitsu team, a good Jiu-Jitsu school on your city. So yeah, just go and try. You're gonna love it for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Just go. Just go. I like that.
Just go. Yeah, if you think about, you're not gonna go. And then you're gonna keep the one that is sitting on a sofa, couch potato, watching TV. Just go, change your life, Yeah.
Now, Jiu-Jitsu has many philosophies. There's resilience, there's many, many different ways. There's learning how to control, there's, as you said, calm. What would be the one key philosophy that you have sort of stuck by the most, that's worked for you?
Philosophy on Jiu-Jitsu that worked for me. I don't know. I have some many that we can bring to our life. As I said, keep calm in every situations. You can have.
Yeah, it's that learning to be calm in chaos.
Learn to be calm in chaos in a zombie apocalypse.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time, for your words of wisdom, for sharing your journey from mat to mastery. What an exciting journey it's been for you, and an emotional one as well. We're all on our own journeys.
Jiu-Jitsu is like this. I had a conversation with one of my students last night after training here, and he said, "Professor," he's a white belt. "Professor, Jiu-Jitsu is like this, right?" I say, "Yeah. Every day you're here, right? You're not good on work, your personal life, So when you're here, it's good. So you try to keep here. But when you're here, you need to breathe and go here again, right? Otherwise you're gonna quit, right? So yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is this, and it's life.
It's okay to be down here, right?
It's okay. But even if you're here, keep coming and training, right? No ego, right? Because if you come here and you go for one roll, you tap 3-4 times, you go again, you tap again, you're gonna feel good. I promise that you're gonna feel good after this roll, right? Yeah.
Can you remember a time on the mats where you felt, I'll share my experience a couple of weeks ago. I think I had my first cry on the mat. I was like, oh my God. And I just was like, and then, you know, my training partner is, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Nothing you did. I don't know. Like, was there a moment that you ever experienced like a lesson, like a important lesson?
I remember a dear student that we have here. He received his blue belt a couple of months ago. And as a white belt, he resisted for his first comp, right? And I said to him, no, you have a fight in a couple of weeks. You need to come here on comp training, right? Make one strategy for you, right? And he's okay. He just comes sometimes, like go for specific training, sometimes stay for the sparring. And I say to him, comp class now, right? Comp class, okay. And for his first or second comp class, he was here and he had smashed every row, right? And this is he talked to me after the comp, and he just went to his car, sitting, he started crying. Said, oh, I just get smashed, I'm not gonna be good on a comp, right? My professor not gonna be happy with me. And he went to the comp and he won the fight, you know. And I feel really, really proud. So, man, see.
Yeah.
See?
Just go.
You're doing well. Yeah. Just go. Even if you not feel that you're good, just come and go.
Yeah.
And train again and go again.
You never regret coming, but you regret not coming.
Yeah.
I know I have.
Yeah.
Like if I don't turn up, I regret more not turning up than turning up.
Everyone here, everyone that you're training is here to train hard with you, but it's also to help you.
Yeah.
You know, not only jiu-jitsu, but have a good chat, a conversation that we call resenha after the training, right? Help you, give some advice for your personal life, you know. Yeah, as I said, brotherhood, sisterhood, you're here as a family.
Yeah.
So it's good. Even if sometimes you have some injuries here on the shoulder, or I cannot, come to the match, learn some techniques, and stay here for have this conversation after the training. So it's amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much once again for your time.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much
so
for
much
having
for
me.
sharing. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay focused with intention and trust that Jiu-Jitsu is, as Professor Ruffo said, is for everybody. Just go. And you'll discover all the secrets behind what this martial arts is really all about. But what's important is you'll discover what you're really all about, and the answer might actually surprise you because you are worth it. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to add your comments and feel free to come and join us. We're at Gracie Barra, Broad Beach on the Gold Coast. Beautiful Gold Coast. Absolutely love it. Os.
Os.
All right.